Hello, my dear Leo friend, welcome, my dear sun child, my warrior queen, my king of the sun, my sun king, welcome to my channel. This is Ron from Terror of the Twin Sun. Welcome. I shall be doing a situationship reading for you, 3 portals in which you can pull some narrative structures. Please note that your 7th house is massively activated, especially if you are in an ascendant Leo. Doesn't matter if you are or not. Just know that there is strong energy in the 7th house placement. So your relationships are being restructured in the way you actually approach these relationships, in the structures that are highly independent and self-serving, but also empowering in a certain way. There's a questioning if these powers invested in inside the foundations of the structure of love around you, it's being questioned, okay? And you're trying to understand if the skeleton of such a thing is worth investing time into, okay? I would advise you to eat bananas and take vitamin D if you have a lack of sun. It's very important to get that sun energy. Right. So please clear your mind, relax. Thank you. I appreciate it, my dear Leo. We'll get started now. The portal is opening. Okay. Okay. So, yes. There is a possibility that you are torn between 2 aspects. Okay? There's something you want to offer. Something you want to offer, as well as something you want to move forward with. You're very slow and methodical about this offer. You're very careful. At the same time, there is a strong desire for you to make sure that there are proper boundaries in a certain situation. The motivations that you're dealing with around you have to do with the type of confusion when it comes to love, as well as an anxiety about this confusion. You're looking to this and you're trying to process why there's a haze around you, a haze of anxiety. That's your main concern. You're trying to slowly move through this haze, through a mist, in order to find why you feel anxious in the mist, why you are afraid of what cannot be seen. However, your shadow side is trying to process something very slowly, and there's like a bit of stagnation. Your shadow side is looking at the motivations for health, for commitments of a type. There is a serious fusion between these two, and somehow you're trying to find the fire again and how to reinvigorate yourself. Your shadow side is trying to process this. It's like a new beginning, but you can't fully invest yourself into it. As well, there is something about hard work, as well as hard work towards communicating what your shadow is trying to do. There is a repression about your second nature, your subconscious, as well as your unconscious mind, that is dealing with this beginning. and the ability to try to make it happen in terms of being fueled by passions or being fueled by structures that help you. You are thinking about this, but the thinking even is slow, but it is grounded and analytical. So stay with that, keep focus, and try to understand why there might be a mired haze around you when it comes to options of love or perhaps options of stability. Let's see a potential outcome for this. Okay. Okay. Um, there is a possibility that you may get angry at yourself, totally self-critical about how you process this information, this haze, and trying to figure out the motivations of the world around you or anyone that you're dealing with, trying to figure out their motivations. You may get angry and impatient with them as well as with yourself. It is a mirror that you're dealing with here, and it's really important that you stand in your higher truth, even if you question it. Maybe it's important also for you to take a step back and to embrace this inner quest, your shadow, to understand what it is you're really looking for in terms of stability or in terms of a passion. There is hard work to be done in the shadow realm, but it will ground you significantly as well. It will clear out any blocks in your heart space, which is really important for you. There's a certain power game here that the people you are dealing with, your options, as well as the outside world, it causes you fear because and anxiety because there is a power game here. It's not very mutually empowering. You are very displeased with this in a way, to the point where your Saturnian side, your intense Saturnian side takes over and wants to shake things up, but you can't. You feel a bit stuck. It's important to really discern what your truth is when it comes to this. Give it time, be patient. This will change. Now, when it comes to this shadow work, there is a deep memory with you and someone else that is affecting things. If you are dealing with someone who cannot offer it to you right now, and you are displeased with them, and to the point of almost repulsion, aversion, where your thoughts about them become very unnecessary. Let's say that this person is going through it right now. They're trying to find options, and the options are causing them way too many fear, leading to paralysis. At the same time, they want to offer a bit of something back and offer maybe a type of communication. Clear boundaries have been made, but there is some sort of thing where it's like you're watching over them to make sure they do the right thing. But they are disempowered in a certain way, but there still is a soul connection with them. All right. All right, my Leo. Do not look for too many options. The options will just confuse you more and cause you more anxiety. If you're dealing with multiple modes of manifestation, choose one of them. See which one resonates with you in terms of a higher truth, a higher purpose, a higher calling, and perhaps you'll make the right choice towards something mutually beneficial for you and whomever you may be dealing with. Okay? Now, this is the second portal. First portal is closed. I shall shuffle up and we'll get started on the second portal. Well, okay, this portal's open. You just want it to open, so it is open. Um, hmm. There's a sense of an ending here. You may be stuck with two motivations split in a certain way. Um, this is very chaotic, whatever this is. In the second portal, you're dealing with a situation where someone is trying to meet another person halfway, but there's a lot of shadow work to be done. Somehow there are boundaries trying to be created, but it's difficult for you to actually create proper boundaries. There's a jumble here, and someone is trying to surrender, or perhaps they're dealing with someone who's trying to surrender to a connection that has been very much burdening on the heart. There's a sense of a burnout here, and it's as if you're trying to heal up um, a situation that was very chaotic, and there was just different interests as well as improper offers. There's a secret relationship here as well between the Queen of Cups and the Page of Rods. Something where when it happened because there was another situation that could not be handled. There was a feeling of a burnout, but then through the shadow aspects of this relationship, in a secret context, there was a meeting of two different energies that they were not on the same page. One was trying to offer love, but it was a love that was a bit toxic and not really fulfilling. It wasn't true. As well, someone tried to create boundaries. It's a shadow relationship, a shadow dance here. It has to do with hard work as well as communications for this to work, but very difficult, very difficult. If one person will communicate to the other eventually, but right now it's very difficult, and on the lower dimensions or the higher dimensions, there is some sort of connection that causes a bit of sadness that is still grounding in a certain way. There's a hard effort towards the secret connection that has to do with, yes, there's a mirror. Mutual burnout. There is a burnout in this, whatever it is, as well. There still is a strong, strong connection that is based on love. Um, Whomever this Queen of Swords is, they have the secondary motivation of protecting themselves from the past. Also, they want to heal something up from something that was like a burnout. This could be a global burnout, could be another relationship, this could be a burnout in a career, some sort of fizzling out that became too much of a burden. Now there is a need to self-heal as well as to merge with this energy, but there is a secret motivation to create proper boundaries and partitions here. The love you have is not being it's not helping anyone right now. The one, and it's not. I mean, like there is a need for reason as well as intuition to be used here, but that sword is not being taken up. It's not being. It's the love that matters here, but it seems like your love cannot be offered in the right places right now. I understand, Aquarius. It's difficult because you're trying to externalize your love. You're trying to put it onto others, and these others are going through a lot of crazy energy right now. There's too much chaos in your environment. It's important for you to use your reason as well as use your detachment to protect yourself, and to know that your love is a type of maturity. It has a matured, aged quality, and it's important for you to give that to yourself or just to release it somehow, to find a vent, to emotionally be able to do that, okay? Because it's just going to cause structures of revisitation. After you do such a thing, you may think of it as a bit foolish, but there is motivation behind it, and it has to do with great patience as well as the need to understand that there's tension in the world around you, okay? That is the second portal. A strange one. Super chaotic. I'm closing that portal now. Let's close the energy of that. And that portal is closed. Switching decks now, and we shall go with the 1890 deck from the Alietta School in France, Paris, France. Third portal is now opening. Alright, Leo, please clear your mind if you will. Thank you for being so patient. I'm doing a small mirror for you in this portal. Okay. Okay. This is you. This is the object of your affection, a person, place, or thing. This is the mirror between you two. In the mirror, I see there is a strong desire to communicate, fast communication from you to them. This could be psychic, this could also be psychological in a way. It's important for you to know that this movement is something that you are displeased with. There is a great desire to look somewhere else outside of this connection, and you're doing so, but still a strong desire to communicate back to someone whom is restless over your connection. There's a lot of energy of swords here, lots of communication. At the same time, you are appearing as if you do not want this connection. There's something about what you're trying to bring into your reality now that is different, that is beyond, that is something that your heart, you're following your heart, and it leads away from this situation. At the same time, this person is getting over heartbreak, and they have regenerated in a way, but now they're stuck into a type of psychosis or a type of middle ground. It's as if a delusion has woken them up. They've had an awakening. This awakening is, it's being perceived as a type of, yes. So there is something that they did in the past that was a bit manipulative, and now they're realizing it. At the same time, they think that you want to communicate, though you're already moving on. In the mirror between you two, there is an unconditional love. This is the kind of love that is very spiritual, and it requires nothing in return. It's a long-standing love, soulmate energy here. But this person's actions are a bit arrogant. They may come off as a bit arrogant, as well as they may think that you are a bit of a liar or are hiding truth from them. Something that you've learned in your wisdom when it comes to how you go about getting things in life is becoming, is appearing a bit self-absorbed, but you are sincerely, following your heart. But at the same time, there is a strong desire to still communicate, to share some truth with this person who may come off as arrogant. But both of you are concerned with the expansion of things, the expansion of territories, as well as the learning, the lessons, the trials and the tribulations of life in order to prove yourself in some sort of way. There's a lot of proving energy here. I think both of you want to prove that there still is a connection here in a way, but both of you are behaving as if this connection doesn't matter much anymore. Whomever this person is, and whatever this truth is, there's something here that still is not learned, and there needs to be communication for it to be learned. There is an undeniable connection here, or at least a projection of this connection. Okay, so if you're projecting it together in this shared hallucination, there is clearly some sort of strong, psychic, emotionally intelligent connection between you two. But for now, there's too much arrogance on both aspects, that you cannot really sort of be mutually empowered. It's as if you guys are trying to outprove each other, okay? So I would say embrace truth, understand your truth, try to think it out. If not, try to communicate it with this person. If you do so, there might be an ability to get over past heartbreak as well for them, to share a type of victory with you, and you a truth with them, okay? That's what I'm saying. Well, those are your three portals. Please like, share, and subscribe if you will. Thank you very, very much, my dear Leo, and I am done. I call upon the power of Surya to give you wisdom and to bring you into a state of enlightenment. May the elements of air bring you the fire that is everlasting. Thank you. Bye.